Hi everyone, my name is Hannah and this is Pepper and Pine, and I have a tutorial to share with you today. We're working through this book called A Beginner's Guide to Constructing the Universe, and it goes through the quality of numbers from 1 to 10. We're currently on the number 4, working with the regular solids, and today we're going to construct the Icosahedron, which is the 20-sided structure made from triangles. I'm using my Fabriano watercolor paper. This is hot press watercolor paper, so it's smooth and it's also thick and heavy, which is perfect to construct these regular solids. I'm going to set my compass at about 1.5 inches. You can make your structure bigger or smaller depending on how big your page is. And I'm going to start making my first circle on the left-hand side. And once I draw my circle, I'm going to set my compass on the circumference of my circle. And I'm going to now draw another circle with the center of the circle being on the circumference of the first circle. And so you have 2 points now, each of them in the center of your circle. And if they're not easy to see, you can always mark them with a pencil. Now I'm going to use my straight edge to connect those 2 points all the way through that circle and even onto the page further, because we're going to be constructing circles wherever that line intersects the next circle, so that we have a total of 4 circles at the top. And then we're going to do the same thing at the bottom. Wherever 2 circles meet is going to become the center of another circle. And so now you're going to have even more arcs intersecting as you get to the second and third circle below your first set. So again, we're going to make 4 circles so that they are offset a little bit from the top and the bottom. Now we're going to connect our arcs at the top through the center of the circle, going all the way down through our circles in parallel diagonal lines going from right to left. So we're going to continue to connect each of those circle centers with the arcs above and below. We're going to continue connecting these lines, ensuring that they're parallel with our previous line all the way till we get to the last circle at the bottom. Now you should always have at least 2 points of connection in order to create these lines. Next, we're going to connect all of the centers of our second set of circles so that we have 2 parallel lines with each of the centers of the circles. Now we're going to go in the diagonal going from left to right, connecting top arcs with the centers of those circles. We are continuing all the way across the page until we're done with all of those circles. In total, you're going to need 20 triangles, 5 on the top row, 10 in the middle row, and 5 on the bottom row. I've counted them up just to make sure that I have enough, and now I'm adding tabs on the left side of each of those triangles on the top row and tabs on the right side of each of the triangles on the bottom row, and one more at the very end. Now I can erase all of the extra lines and numbers and arcs. They're not necessary. And now it's time to cut out our shape. You want to make sure that you cut around the tabs. You do need them for the final design in order to secure your entire shape. Now that it is all cut out, it is time to erase any of the numbers and extra lines, and time to make our creases using our bone folder and a ruler. I'm going to crease each of the lines, especially ensuring that I crease the tabs so that they're easy to fold back. And now that I've creased everything, I'm going to fold everything, and also I'm going to assemble the shape just so I know how to assemble it and make sure that all of the tabs are folded well and that all of the shape can come together properly. So once I have folded everything, I'm going to roll it up and just make sure that it all fits together well. And then I'm going to add some double stick adhesive to all of the tabs. This is fabric tape, so it's really tacky, it's very strong, and it's also in thin strips, which means that it's just the right size for these tabs. So I'm going to put the double stick tape on each of the tabs, and I'm going to wait to remove the piece of tape until I'm ready to assemble it. Otherwise, it is so tacky, it's just going to stick to all of your pieces before you can get it assembled. Now I'm going to carefully assemble each of these triangles together. You don't need to worry about the angles because of the way that they have been cut and shaped. They will assemble just right without having to worry about your angles. So I'm going to assemble all of the tabs on the top row, and then I'll work on the bottom row, and it's only the very last piece that's a little bit challenging to put together. But it comes together pretty easily, and when you work with some heavyweight paper, your structure is going to be a little bit more sturdy. So I wouldn't use printer paper for a project like this. And that's it. That is our regular solid. It's so easy to make once you understand the geometry. I hope that you'll check out some of the other tutorials I have on the other regular solids. You can find the link to the entire playlist in the description box below. Don't forget to check out the blog post that accompanies this video for more information, as well as links to all of the resources that I've used. You can find the link to that blog post in the description box below. And if you'd like to see what we're doing for geometry on a daily basis, you can find me on Instagram and now on TikTok at Pepper and Pine.